So hey, how's everybody doing? So I'm here to ask you a quick question. I know some of you may have pets, most likely a dog. And quick question, so can your dog actually hunt down somebody down and search them and actually bite and apprehend that person and wait until his handler comes to have him release on command? Today I'm going to be talking about the Schützen culture, and this book means a lot to the Schützen culture because it basically started the whole culture. And what Schützen is it's German for protection dog. And what Schützen, the Schützen culture strives to do is we strive to bring better protection dogs to agencies like police, private individuals who need help with certain parts of their lives, like dealing with robberies or executive protection of protecting a building or a business. By learning, I am glad to say that I'm a part of this culture because I'm a trainer. I actually work with these dogs on a daily basis. I'm training them. I'm teaching them how to attack and release on command and how to protect their owners. And also, I'm the guy who basically gets bitten all the time. I wear the jacket, and I'm actually, it's pretty painful. Even though the jacket's heavily padded, I still manage to get bitten through the jacket. I have multiple bites here, and sometimes they don't go for the jacket. Sometimes I got bitten right here on the thigh a few weeks, and I lost a good pair of pants. By learning about this book, you will have a better understanding of the culture itself and how it's originally started and how it created one of the best police dogs out there, which is the German Shepherd. First, I'll be discussing the importance of this book and the information it holds, and I will share my own experience with it. Now we'll take a look at the history of this book. This book basically talks about the origins of the German Shepherd and his creation from being just a simple mutt to now being one of the most well-known breeds out there. In 1889, German Army Captain Max von Stevenitz visited a dog show in Karlsruhe, Germany, where he saw this wolf-like medium-sized dog with gray and yellow coat that got his attention. But it wasn't just the dog's appearance that got his attention. It was the dog's intelligence, strong will to work, and his endurance. As soon as he saw these three traits, he quickly purchased the dog, and he knew that he had a good breed to start breeding. And so what he did was, after he ran an intense inbreeding program to maintain the same qualities as the dog he originally bought. And so what he did was he decided to cross in a herding dog so the dog had a strong independence to work on his own, to know what his work is and to do it. And so in 1899, the first German Shepherd was registered in Germany. And so after all these years of breeding, he decided to test the dogs. And with help from local police, they helped craft 3 tests, being tracking, obedience, and protection. These were the 3 prototype Schützen trials that are still used in today's work. And with success, the dogs all passed the test, and they were quickly introduced into the police in Germany, but not just in Germany, all over the world now today. And today, we still test the dogs in the 3 Schützen trials, being obedience, tracking, and protection. But today we've changed it a little bit because we do 3 trials. The first trial being Schützen 1, which is the first level. The second being Schützen 2 being almost adequate, and then Schützen 3 being the highest level, which has shown that the dog has demonstrated courage, intelligence, perseverance, a strong protective instinct, and a strong bond to his handler. These 5 characteristics are what make an ideal Schützen dog. And without this book, we wouldn't have the standards to test these dogs in, and it's so important because we wouldn't have so many of Schützen dogs out there. Now that you have some background information about the history of Schützen, I'll be talking about my involvement in it. And what happened is it's not just about the training that's fun. It's about the people, because the people are we're such a tight community. We all care about having the same quality dogs that we all have. We always make jokes about what we can improve more, but we're really serious about what we can improve more in the dog, how he comes in, how he searches, and all this. But to start off, I began I brought my dog to this dog training facility where I was just amazed at how the training would go. I was just seeing all these amazing dogs walking without a leash with their head up, and just like it was just amazing what these dogs were able to do. And so I just decided to talk with the owner, whose name is Wolfgang Rader. He's a German trainer that's been training dogs in the military and police work for over 30 years. And so he was just basically showing me the basics of training the dogs, and then sometimes he would be like, here, put on the suit and run, see how fast the dog catches you. And then I was learning a lot from that. He was showing me all these techniques and how to train the dogs and how to have the dog protect you. And so I was learning more techniques on how to be the agitator, which is basically the bad guy. And he also showed me how to put a lot of pressure on the dog, basically having them fight with me in different scenarios. Like I could be like on top of a roof, and then the dog will still jump up and get me. And then, but the way I got introduced first, the way I got more of my information was he gave me this book, and he told me, you like to read? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, here, take this. Just handed it to me, and then I read through the book. It not only improved my training skills, but it helped me understand more of the culture, which is like, it's really important to me now. And now that you have like a better understanding of how I got involved in this culture, I will now I hope that you have a better understanding of what Schutzhund is and where its roots come from. And so today I've spoken to you about the history of Schutzhund, the origins of the German Shepherd, and how I got involved in it. And I'd like to conclude with a poem called The Working Dog's Oath, which is read when the police dog passes. And it goes, I will lay down my life for you. I expect nothing but love in return. I protect my officer with my life and would gladly take a bullet in his place. I am sentenced to find lost children and fugitives on the run. I find drugs, weapons, and even bombs. I'm the first sent in and sometimes the last to leave. I'm the nose and ears of my officer. I would protect and serve him. I would die for him and for you. I only ask for compassion and a kind word. Thank you.